everyone, and welcome to the Melrose High School Class of 2023 graduation! My name is Arens.
And I'm Braden Marceau-Olayinka, and we are very honored to be your MCs this evening.
So as some of you may know, Braden and I did the morning announcements this year.
Shout out to Mr. D.
And for those of you who had to listen to our voices every single morning, only a few more hours, we promise.
So before our first order of business, we would like to take a moment to appreciate everyone who has got us here today. We thank the cafeteria workers, janitors, teachers, principals, support staff, coaches, parents, and everyone who has shaped us over the past 13 years.
Without going off on a tangent, because this night is long enough, we want each graduate to think of someone who you are grateful for and make it a point to thank them at some point tonight.
We would now like to welcome the Melrose High School Band to perform the Star-Spangled Banner.
Thank you. Please join me in welcoming my friend Nikolai Mohan to sing his rendition of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Fabulous job, Nico. We'd now like to invite Dr. Kukenberger to give the superintendent's address.
Thank you, Braden, Ella, for the introduction, and congratulations. Good evening, everyone, distinguished guests, school committee members, faculty members, caregivers, loved ones, and above all, the remarkable graduating class of 2023. Before I give my brief remarks, I just want to thank Principal Jason Merrill and his team, along with the support of DPW, for getting everything organized, trusting the weather, and allowing us to have graduation outside tonight. Thank you. It is with great pride and joy that I stand before you today as the Superintendent of Schools to celebrate this momentous occasion, the high school graduation of our exceptional students. This is a day that symbolizes the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. It's a day of reflection, a day to acknowledge achievements, and a day to embrace the limitless possibilities that lie ahead. To the graduates, I want to express my heartfelt congratulations. Each one of you has demonstrated remarkable commitment and resilience throughout your educational journey. You have faced challenges head-on, embraced new experiences, and grown into remarkable individuals. Today, you stand as a testament to your own abilities and the unwavering support of your families, educators, in the entire Melrose community. As we acknowledge your achievements, let us also acknowledge the role of the educators who have played an instrumental part in shaping your minds and nurturing your passions. These amazing individuals have dedicated themselves to fostering your growth, inspiring you to reach for the stars, and instilling in you the values of curiosity, empathy, and integrity. Let us applaud our Melrose educators for their unwavering commitment to your success. Graduation is not just an endpoint, it's a beginning, a threshold to the next chapter of your lives. As you leave the comfort of these hallways and triangle-shaped classrooms and step into the vast world awaiting you, I urge you to embrace the spirit of lifelong learning. Remember that education is not confined to the walls of a classroom, but is a lifelong pursuit to empower you to navigate the complexities of an ever-changing world. The world you are entering is filled with immense challenges, but it is also teeming with boundless opportunities. It's a world that craves your unique perspectives, innovative ideas, and unwavering determination to make a difference. Be bold, be courageous, and dare to dream big. Pursue your passions relentlessly, for it is in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire that you will find true fulfillment. As you embark on this journey, never forget the importance of compassion and empathy. In a world often plagued by divisiveness, inequality, and injustice, be the catalyst for change. Stand up for what you believe in, champion the rights of the marginalized, and be the voices that inspire unity, understanding, and equity. Remember, success is not merely the accolades you receive or the wealth you accumulate. True success lies in the positive impact you have on the lives of others, in the relationships that you build, and in the ability to find joy and purpose in every moment. Strive for excellence, but don't let the pursuit of perfection hinder your ability to appreciate the beauty of imperfection. As you venture forth, surround yourself with people who uplift you and inspire you. Seek out mentors who will guide you along your chosen path, and be mindful of the relationships that you foster. The power of collaboration and collective action cannot be underestimated. Together, you have the potential to create a world that is more inclusive, compassionate, and just. In conclusion, I'm filled with pride as I stand here today, witnessing the culmination of your high school journey. Your resilience, dedication, and accomplishments are a testament to the extraordinary individuals you have become. As you step into the world armed with knowledge, values, and a thirst for learning, remember that you are the architects of your own destiny. On behalf of the entire school district, I extend my warmest congratulations to the Melrose High School graduating class of 2023. May your paths be illuminated with wisdom, may your dreams soar to new heights, and may you leave an indelible mark on this world. Congratulations, and may your future be filled with infinite possibilities. Enjoy your night.
Thank you. We would now like to introduce our class president, Juliet Moore, to give the welcome address.
Juliet has played a foundational role in our class's high school experience, bringing light to every fundraiser and class event. Please give a warm welcome to Juliet.
Hi, everyone. First, I just wanted to start by thanking each and every one of you for engaging in our class's community for the past 4 years. Student government has the resources to plan an event, but it was the class showing up that made it memorable and made our efforts mean something. I also want to give a huge shout out to our Vice President, Ian Smith, whose time and dedication to our class was a big part of our success, even if it meant constantly harassing students to buy a raffle ticket for the teacher's lot. Our work, accompanied by the rest of our officers, Anna Wong, Lily Kavanaugh, and Talia Hamburg, truly made everything we did possible. Under the guidance of our class advisors, Miss Lowald and Miss Gillette, our team learned what it meant to be leaders, and we truly could not have asked for better mentors. We are blessed to have such an amazing community in Melrose, with our teachers, families, coaches, and administrators that have supported this class in so many ways. People often say that our real life starts after today, but I disagree. Our journey began a long time ago. Today just happens to be the day when the path we've been traveling on splits into 223 different roads. Up until now, we have been walking as one. 13 years. That is how much time most of us have invested in this community and in ourselves at Melrose. Fall of 2019, we all eagerly jumped into high school with specific dreams and high expectations. After begging all of you to buy Froshmore tickets, promising that it would be worth it, the school shut down on the very date that stopped this event, stopped the rest of our freshman year, and completely altered our lives. We literally did not see each other again until junior year because, coincidentally, everyone's camera broke during sophomore year Google Meets. When we finally returned junior year, no class came back stronger than we did during Spirit Week. The massive Spirit Spike upset, our hallway decorations, and everyone's participation in Spirit Days ultimately led to a tie between the junior and senior classes. Then, suddenly, it was the end of junior year. And with only slight constructive criticism from you all, we held prom in the courtyard and had the best grilled cheeses of our lives. And then we made it. Senior year, no masks, our first normal year of high school. But crazy enough, also our last. You hear a large range of answers when someone reminisces about their high school days. Some people claim it was the best 4 years of their lives, and others have completely blocked out the misery from their brains. Either way, I am wishing that none of us leave here saying either. MHS has just been preparing us for bigger things. While I hope that most of us were able to enjoy these past 4 years, I can confidently say that we will have better years ahead, thanks to the lessons and experiences that MHS has given us. We've learned the importance of community and saw it during each packed football game, volleyball set, and the sold-out shows for Mean Girls. We've learned how to create new communities, with how fast friendships form just by changing up the seating charts. And after losing my father this past December, I learned just how strong this community was, with the support me and my family received from everyone in Melrose. Growing up, my dad used to say the phrase, always leave a party when you're having fun. And I never really understood what he meant by that. Why leave something so good, so familiar? I never understood until now. But now, it is precisely what we are doing. We've had our fun, crowding around the LC tables, bumper-to-bumper fights in the knoll, the chants our student section screamed. All of these memories are irreplaceable. But MHS has given us everything it possibly could. So it's time to move on to bigger things. Better? Perhaps. Different? Definitely. But whatever this next chapter has in store for you, go into it knowing that we had this journey together, and that is what defines us as the class of 2023. Thank you for letting me be your class leader for the last 4 years. It has been an honor.
Thank you, Juliet. That was beautiful.
Now, please join us in welcoming Margaret Driscoll, the chair of the school committee, to the stage.
Thank you so much. Welcome, families, friends, invited guests, and teachers, along with every staff member who makes our schools safe, strong, and caring. And to the students of the outstanding class of 2023. Take a second and think of the most courageous person you know. All right, everybody got it? Now think of what they did or didn't do, what they said or didn't say, what they advocated for or against, and how they handled themselves. Did they take on a challenge and succeed, or maybe more importantly, fail? Did they stand up to an injustice? Did they deal with a difficult decision or situation, or help a family member or friend in need when it wasn't easy, wasn't convenient, and maybe wasn't even considered possible? Well, that's you. Maybe in the past, maybe today, maybe in the future. If you believe you're courageous, keep doing it and keep being it. If you don't believe you are, you need to reimagine yourself and what you might already be doing or can do. The Melrose School Committee believes that every single one of you are courageous change agents who now and in the future will make the world a better place. Courageous leaders, courageous advocates, courageous people are the spark and the fire that create positive, sustainable change. Sometimes you must choose between doing what's right and doing what's easy. Choose what's right, be courageous, go and set the world aflame. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you, Ms. Driscoll. Now I would like to introduce our valedictorian, Mercera Finger.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I would first like to wish my congratulations to the class of 2023. I would also like to acknowledge our salutatorian, Josh Goldberg, for his academic achievement and also for being responsible for all of the hot gluing in our AP Calc project. Thank you for that, too. So, first things first, I wouldn't be up here today without the support of some very amazing people, and I feel like they deserve a shout out. To all of the wonderful teachers I've had here at MHS and throughout all of my years of school here in Melrose, I would like to express my deepest gratitude. It's because of their encouragement, their dedication, and their confidence in me that I made it this far. I would like to give a special shout out to Miss Lowald and Miss Juliet for both their support and the competitions we've had about who can read the most books. Miss Juliet has won the most, but that's only because she listens to audiobooks. My thanks also extends to Mr. Merrill, Mr. Corrigan, Mr. Beaver, and all of the administrators who have dealt with the ridiculous number of emails I've sent them. I would also like to thank all of my fantastic friends who made high school such an enjoyable experience. You all know who you are, and really, I could give a whole separate speech about what makes each of them special, but I think that's for another time. Last, but most certainly not least, I would like to thank my family, my mom, my dad, and my 2 younger brothers, and all of the other people who make up my support system outside of MHS. I am beyond lucky to have them. Now, I'm going to be honest. When I was told that I was going to be valedictorian, the whole having to give a speech part was not the first thing on my mind. Mr. Merrill actually showed up to my AP Stats class when I was working on a timed free response question. So I thought, yay, that's so exciting. But now I really need to get back to explaining why 810 is an outlier before time runs out. It didn't fully register to me that I would have to also give a speech until Mr. Merrill, on his way out, said that he was looking forward to hearing it. No pressure. So anyway, here we are, and I'm giving a speech. In case you were curious, I did have enough time to explain why 810 was an outlier. Slay. Now, on a related note, those of you who know me pretty well know that I love math and numbers and patterns and all of that fun stuff. So it probably won't surprise you that I'm about to share some statistics. I promise, nothing too bad. I know we're graduating, and the last thing anyone wants to be thinking about is math. So here we go. We've spent about 700 days of high school together. Now, it's a little tricky to account for all the days we missed for COVID, and also, I'm pretty sure that the only people who showed up for every single day of school are those who somehow never got sick, never skipped, and never slept in. So in other words, nobody here actually spent all 700 days in the building. But still, for the sake of the speech, 700 days will be our reasonable estimate. Now, there were many points during those 700 days when it felt more like we'd spent 700 years in this building. I know, high school certainly had its challenges. But the reason I bring this up is because hopefully there are at least a few memories that you can carry with you as you graduate today. I want you to think about that. In those 700 days, about 4,500 hours or 270,000 minutes of school, it's my hope that you formed friendships, pushed through challenges you never thought you would overcome, and discovered something about yourself in the process. Whether it be bonding over a difficult class, or giggling over an inside joke at lunch, or spending time with your teammates from soccer, or co-stars from drama, or friends from robotics, there has to be something from those approximately 700 days that made you smile. I know that I'll always remember the silly little drawings we created in AP Physics, the iron triangle of LC9, and the whimsical adventures of the music department's New York trip. Because here's the thing, in approximately 90 days, many of us will start college, some of us nearby, some of us not so nearby. In about 1,460 days from now, some of us will be graduating college, scary. And in all of those days in between, no matter where we are, we will be meeting new people, uncovering new experiences, and learning new things about ourselves and the world. Our time here has passed quickly, and the next days and months and years will fly by until one day we'll look back at our high school selves and wonder how it all went by so quickly. There is no doubt in my mind that the MHS class of 2023 will do big things. The talent, the dedication, and the effort of our class is exemplified by all of the successes that got us here, in academics, athletics, the arts, and all of the other endeavors we poured our time into. Our hard work was highlighted by every win on the field, every performance on the stage, and every moment of teamwork that got us one step closer to reaching our goals. I'll bring us back to statistics for just a moment. This year alone, we had 4 teams win the Middlesex League Championships and 2 teams break world records. Our robotic team made it to world and our math team made it to states. We took 287 AP exams, presented our musical talent in 31 performances, and had so many people audition for the spring musical that it had to be double casted. 11 of us have completed more than 300 community service hours, and many of us here today will be graduating on the honor roll. Of the 223 people in the class of 2023, yes, the numbers work out that well, every single one of us has something to be proud of. However, I think above all else, we will bring the kindness, compassion, and empathy that we learned during our time at MHS with us. My favorite memories from Melrose are all related to the connections I made with the people here. The hours I spent reading with younger students through my organization, the Melrose Community Book Project, the chaotic community circles and pep talks during math team, even the fun I had dancing with friends at junior prom. These experiences were made better by the relationships I was able to foster with all of you here in Melrose. I'm going to be cliche and end my speech with a quote. Now, I promise it's actually one of my favorite quotes, and I'm not just saying it for the sake of putting a quote at the end. As said by William James, act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. To me, this means going out of your way to make someone else smile, whether it be by congratulating your friend for their hard-earned A+ on a test or complimenting the person who sits next to you in science because you love their outfit. Even if it seems unimportant in the moment, those smiles will add up, and suddenly, 700 days later, you'll find yourself in a world where those seemingly insignificant moments have become 700 smiles. When you graduate today, hold your favorite memories in your heart. Be excited for the future and carry kindness with you as you go. Because we did it, class of 2023!
Thank you so much, Mercera. Now we invite Assistant Principals Mr. Beaver and Mr. Corrigan to recognize our honor scholars and scholastic achievers.
Thank you, Braden. And I'll say congratulations. I've been with the class of 2023 for 4 years, and they're a tremendous group, and I'm so proud of you all. I'd first like to recognize the Scholastic Achievers. Students with the highest 4-year grade point average will be recognized in alphabetical order and will be wearing platinum tassels. As your name is read, please stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until all names are read. Elaine Albuja, Madeline Brodeur, James Kinselerich, Mercera Finger, Joshua Goldberg, Lily Kavanaugh, Sophia Pitcher, Megan Radzik, Anna Wong, Sabrina Shu. Congrats to our Scholastic Achievers. Please be seated.
Thank you, Mr. Corrigan. In recognition of outstanding scholarship, gold tassels are worn by those graduates who have attained honor roll status 5 out of 7 possible times during their 11th and 12th grade in high school. Excellence is achieved by students who earn A's in every subject. As your name is read, please stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until all the names are read. Elaine Albuja, Mina Baba, Madeline Brodeur, Gabriel Buffong, James Kanselerich, Mercera Finger, Joshua Goldberg, Lily Kavanaugh, Aurora Curti, Megan Raznick, Benjamin Taylor, Jacob Tully, Anna Wong, and Sabrina Shu. Congratulations to our students of achieving excellence.
You may now be seated. High honors is achieved by students who earned A's in every subject with the exception of one B. As your name is read, please stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until all names are read. Annie Bailey, Jillian Bakey, Emma Desmond, Casey Duggan, Cara Fouché, Talia Hamburg, Megan Marr, Kate McAndrew, Juliet Moore, Ella Nagar, Russell O'Donnell, Abigail Peasley, Sophia Pitcher, Eva Rhinelander, Ethan Ridgewell, Anna Shoemaker, Ian Smith, Anna Spinelli, Evelyn Vieira Silva, Isabel Fogel, Nathan Wright. Congratulations to our high honor graduates. Please be seated.
Honors is achieved by students who earn B's or any combination of A's and B's in every subject. As your name is read, please stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until all names are read. Joseph Beschel, Lucy Blase, Grace Burke, Brennan Caesar, Rory Coyne, Andrew Delasola, Jacqueline DeSelm, Sean Donovan, Daniel Dussault, Stephen Fogarty, Olivia Frakt, Chloe Gentili, Emily Giovanardi.
Excuse me. Thank you, everyone. We're going to take a pause. We have some severe weather that appears to get a little closer right now. I'm going to ask our graduates to return to the Marcoux gym, and families, parents and guardians that are within the 2 to 3 tickets, you can go to the auditorium. The Vice President wants to make sure that you all know that this is the most memorable graduation of All right, folks, in a moment we're going to pick up where we left off. Thank you again for your cooperation. I want to say a special thank you to MHS TV, Mr. De Benedetto, his crew. DPW that secretly set up 2 venues for this evening. Yeah, if you have friends and family at home, they can pick up a live stream of this on the Melrose High YouTube channel. If they just Google Melrose High YouTube, they'll come up. They might have to refresh to get the live feed. And without any further ado, I'm going to hand it back over to our MCs, Ella and Braden.
Freshman year got interrupted by COVID. We're like 1/4 of the way done, guys. It's fine. So we're going to reintroduce Mr. Bieber. Here you go, Mr. Bieber.
Let's do this again. Honors is achieved by students who earn B's or any combination of A's and B's in every subject. As your name is read, please stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until all names are read. Joseph Beschel, Lucy Blase, Grace Burke, Brennan Caesar, Rory Coyne, Andrew Della Sola, Jacqueline DeSelm, Sean Donovan, Daniel Dussault, Stephen Fogarty, Olivia Frakt, Chloe Gentili, Emily Giovanardi, Riley Hovis, Philip Illick, Noel LaRue, Aisha Lakacha, Grace Lasitra Peavy, Jonathan Lynn, Charles Locke, Molly McGuire, Nicholas Marciano, Damian Markovich, Lainey McCarthy, Deirdre McDonald, Alexander McLaughlin, Ava McSorley, Ella Mistretta, Luke Morrison, John Morrissey, Sammy Munsif, Christopher Neal, Jason Pino, Harry Pollard, Dylan Regan, Catherine Sampson, Kian Sheehan, Sophia Smith, Lindsay Teven, Magdalena Trindafilova, Nathaniel Barrett, Ella Wallace, Colin Walsh, Christopher Weldon, and Joseph Zarella. Congratulations to all our graduates. Thank you, and please be seated.
Thank you, Mr. Bieber, for coming back. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Saniyah Watson and Sheylah Jones before they deliver the METCO exam.
Sorry, y'all. Good evening, everyone. For those who may not know me, my name is Sheylah Jones, and it is already an honor to be doing this speech, but doing it with my friend Naya makes it even more special. Congratulations, class of 23, we are done. I'm quite nervous talking about my experience being a student of color coming from Roxbury, Mass, and going to a predominantly white suburban town in Melrose. To set the scene, it's 6 a.m. or even earlier. Your annoying alarm goes off, but you're tired from the night before. Because maybe you play a sport or you're a part of some club and you get home late. On top of that, you need to eat dinner, do homework, shower. So in reality, you're not in bed till 11:30, 12. So you're only getting between 5 to 6 hours of sleep. So you hit the snooze button in the morning about 3 times because you're exhausted. We do this every morning for 180 days for the next 4 years. There is so much I want to tell you, but 5 minutes wouldn't be enough. When I first thought about doing the METCO speech, I didn't want to because of numerous situations that made me doubt myself, or made me feel less of who I am. But I talked to my mom and she gave me some wise words of motivation, which were, never let anyone dictate your life or make you feel lesser of yourself. Be strong and determined to do whatever you set your mind to and show people who you are and that you matter. Thanks, Mom. Been the best for me. When I was 8 years old, my father passed away from a massive heart attack. Seeing other students with their fathers has always been tough, but being at Melrose, I received a lot of support from admin and staff. Our freshman year was cut short due to COVID-19, which was very challenging. I had a very hard time with virtual learning, which caused my grades to drop. Sophomore year was crazy. We had some in-person classes and some virtual classes. And based on my last name, I was separated from most of my friends, which made things even more challenging. I had no motivation to do work and stopped caring about school. But then I met Miss Giddings. And what's funny is, the first thing she asked me was, are you related to Denzel and Deron Jones? For those of you that don't know, I am third and last of my siblings to attend Melrose Public Schools. Junior year was like a breath of fresh air. Maths were optional, there were more student events, and we were even getting closer to graduation. Not to mention, the Learner Commons was finally back open, which is the hangout spot. And getting kicked out by Mr. Corrigan and Mr. Merrill and Linda are moments I'll never forget. They have seen me at my worst and at my best, and I truly want to thank them for their guidance and leadership over these past 4 years. Senior year came in like a plane taking off. On my first day of high school, I said to myself, these next few months are going to fly by. And here we are, the longest 4 years of my life. All my hard work has finally paid off, going from turning in late assignments and procrastination and not doing well on tests. procrastination, and not doing well on tests, and worrying about not being able to retake them, and still being able to maintain the honor roll for the past 2 years. With all the things I've learned at Melrose Public Schools, I will carry them on with me to my next journey, which will be going to a 4-year college at North Carolina Central University to study law. Thank you, and congrats to the class of 23, and from the words of Drake, we made it.
I want to start off by giving a huge congratulations to the class of 2023. And when former METCO director Ms. Jackson suggested I give this speech, I was very hesitant. Okay, I was very hesitant. My first thought was, will I even be able to see over the podium? And then I thought, why would I want to speak in front of a bunch of people who don't care about, about being in a program they're not in? Why would they care about how early I wake up or how late I get home from doing after-school activities? They don't want to listen to me complain about the hour-long bus ride I sleep through, waking up with seat lines all over my face. But after pondering about the things you wouldn't care about, I realized that's the problem. I have been a Merrill student for 13 years. I've sat in the same desk as you at Horace Mann, suffered in the same overheated middle school cafeteria, and trudged up the same 3 flights of stairs from science to English at MHS. Yet my experience as a METCO student sets me apart, so I decided to take this as an opportunity to talk about my experience navigating through MHS as a student of color. There were times where going to a predominantly white institute made me, and not being surrounded by kids who look like me, made me start to be concerned with my appearance. Wanting to look and act like everyone else, it became very difficult to find out who I was as a person, as a student, and a friend. And I was too busy focusing on people liking me, I lost sight of who exactly was Saniyah Watson. If you were to ask my mom, she would say I'm hard-headed. If you were to ask my teachers, they would say I'm motivated. And if you were to ask my friends, actually don't ask my friends. But in all honesty, I'm someone who demonstrates empathy, someone who will strive for what she wants. I'm someone who will persevere and defy the odds against me. And MHS and METCO have played a large part in helping me become this person I am today. And for those who don't know, the Metropolitan Council for Educational Opportunity program was created to expand educational opportunities, increase diversity, reduce racial isolation by allowing students from Boston areas to attend schools in other communities. Going to a school 45 minutes away has been a struggle, to say the least. In my mind, I was too white for the black kids and too black for the white ones. Yet attending MHS has given me the opportunity to not only participate in sports and drama, but in other extracurricular activities. And during those times, I have not only made so many unbreakable friendships, shout out Ella, that stay with me for years to come, I have also figured out the type of friend, student, and person I wanted to be. There have been times where people use the term METCO as a derogatory way, a way to distinguish between those who belong and those who don't. But METCO denotes strength. METCO denotes courage. It denotes a family who supports not only those who travel the hour or more to Melrose, but all students of color. And most importantly, METCO denotes your classmates, your friends, and your fellow METCO students. Thank you.
So out of order, give me a second. All right, thank you, Saniyah and Sheylah. Another round of applause. All right, now Braden and I are going to be introducing Mr. Merrill to the stage. It's right here, but okay.
Mr. Merrill's been the principal at Melrose High School for 7 years, and he's put tremendous time and effort into making Melrose High School the best place possible for all students.
Thank him for his patience and kindness in putting up with all of us, especially Braden.
Give Mr. Merrill a very warm welcome.
Thank you very much, Ella and Braden. Quick shout out to Anna Spinelli, who had the quick solve with the microphone set up here. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jason Merrill. I'm the principal of Melrose High School. It's an honor to be here with you all tonight, and it's a privilege to be a leader of this community. You ever have that feeling? I certainly do now, that this is where you and everyone around you is supposed to be at this exact place, at this exact moment in time? I got that feeling. Like I said earlier in the year to the students, I think most of the families, don't blink. 4 years went by really fast. I want to recognize our teachers and staff. Thank you for all you did to create this experience for these seniors over the past 4 years of high school. Teaching is the hardest profession in the world, and I appreciate every one of you. It takes an entire village to make all this magic happen, and included in ours is our teachers, of course, our administrative assistants, custodians, paraprofessionals, hall monitors, admin team, SRO, CAF staff, coaches, advisors, and of course our families. Thank you all for all you do to make this experience happen for our students. I want to recognize all of our veterans, folks currently serving in our armed forces. And any of you all that will or may go on to serve our great country, which includes class of 2023 graduate Joey O'Keefe. Joey's going to join his older brother Kevin in the U.S. Army. I want to thank you. All our veterans and current service members for making our freedoms possible. You will all have the opportunity to make a difference in our world, and some of you already have. The time will come for all of you to change something or someone for the better. Take advantage of these moments. A difference can be protecting our freedoms, it can be curing a disease, but also a timely smile or reaching your hand out to someone who needs some care. Remember, people will make mistakes, and it's okay to forgive them. Give people an opportunity to listen and learn. Grudges will eat at you. You are going to make mistakes too. And it's okay to forgive yourself. And remember that everyone has a story. Everyone has been through something. Don't judge them by the chapter that you walk in on. When you are looking for a leader in the room, find the best listener, not the loudest voice. We spend too much energy trying to convince people how to think instead of just listening. Everyone seems to want to be the one to tell everyone what someone is doing wrong or judge. Instead, be curious, be patient, listen, and give others some grace. At this time of year, I'm often asked the question, what do I hope the seniors learned or will remember in 5 years or maybe 10 years? Well, I hope when you see a number 17 on a brick wall, you remember where you came from. Remember the people who came before you. And remember that you all have roots here at Melrose High School. And I hope that when you see a pineapple, you remember the significance of building a welcome environment for all people. Remember the golden rule. treat people with kindness, and afford people the respect they all deserve. I hope that when you see corn, you remember to be a good neighbor, that you remember that we are all connected. The quicker you figure that out, the better your life will be. The corn farmer said, if I grow good corn, then I must help my neighbor grow good corn. They were very much aware of the connectedness of life. Their corn can't improve unless their neighbor's corn improves. If you want to live well, you want to find peace, you want to find joy, you must help others live well, find peace, and joy. The welfare of each one of us is bound by the welfare of all. And I hope that you find humility, understand that you won't know everything, and that you will benefit from helping others succeed and accepting help from others. Take ownership and responsibility. Work harder. Be patient. Listen. Don't let pride get in your way. Acknowledge that you don't have all the answers and admit when you're wrong. Everyone has a lot more to learn. Appreciate those who helped you. We are all part of something much bigger. And I hope that you aspire to build a life, not just a living. Years from now, no one's going to talk about your car or your possessions. They will talk about how you treat people and the impact you have on others. When you define what success looks like, and money and possessions are at the beginning of that definition, then you may have to reevaluate them. The happiest people don't have the best of everything. They make the best of everything. Closing to the class of 2023, surround yourself with people whose eyes light up when you walk into that room. Adversity is going to be part of life. It's how you deal with it that counts. Tough times are going to make you tougher. And when it gets real hard, remember that this too shall pass. Be confident. Be willing to bet on yourself. How will you expect someone else to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself? I'm going to end the same way I ended your freshman orientation over 4 years ago. Work hard, be kind, and be respectful. The rest will all fall into place. Class of 2023, keep each other well. I love you all. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Merrill. All right, now we invite Ian Gauch and Olivia Frakt to the stage to deliver their farewell address.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ian Gauch.
And I'm Olivia Frakt. Before we share our stories, we wanted to thank the significant adults in Melrose and elsewhere in our lives that got us to where we are today.
Olivia and I have had very unique experiences growing up in the city of Melrose and believe that our stories, although different, can unite to create a bigger, more powerful message of how Melrose High School and the community as a whole has made us the people we are today.
Ian and I did not know each other until winter of this past year, where I heard him share his story at a local event. His story made me think. I had felt out of place growing up in Melrose, much like Ian had described. Despite our different social circles and contrasting school experiences, we are leaving this town with the same sense of community and appreciation for what Melrose High School has to offer.
When I was around 5 years old, I got strep throat, a common infection for kids, but for me, it came with a host of mental health and neurological symptoms, including OCD, ADHD, tics, anxiety, depression, and suicidal ideations. I was suffering from PANDAS, an incredibly complex autoimmune disease. At that time, and even now, it was rather obscure to everyone, including some medical professionals, making it very hard to get a diagnosis. Living with pandas was a nightmare. I had to leave the Melrose community to attend several therapeutic day schools and one psychiatric hospital. I felt confused and like an outsider to the community I was once a part of. I was no longer a normal kid. I had some friends for sports in my neighborhood, but as my condition grew worse, I started to lose them too. When I was finally diagnosed and properly treated, it seemed like returning to Melrose Public Schools and my community was a possibility. We made a plan to get me back to MHS, but I was unable to read. I didn't know basic math and science, and I hadn't been around little kids my age. After 2 years of hard work and fighting for my goal, I was granted the opportunity to come back to Melrose. For me, this was the greatest gift I could have gotten. It was a new chapter in my life.
I have been an anxious person since birth. For example, my parents couldn't even put my onesies on over my head because it would send me into a panic. As a preschooler at the Franklin School, I played alone at recess, too afraid of saying or doing the wrong thing to ask other kids to play. At the Roosevelt, fear of making a mistake in group activities meant I worked alone. Melrose Veterans Memorial Middle School was a daunting place for an anxious kid, and I spent my lunch hours in guidance. Without a circle of friends, I felt out of place, returning home from school with little motivation to do my homework. While I enjoyed being part of various volleyball and soccer teams, I didn't have the skills to push past my anxieties and make meaningful connections with my peers. Although I went to the same school, attended the same classes, and lived in the same town as most of my peers, I didn't feel like I belonged. As an incoming freshman at Melrose High School, I was determined to challenge myself and change this trajectory.
Despite all the challenges I faced and the challenges that would come, I finally made it back. I wrestled and played football. I joined the marching band for my freshman year, even though I didn't know how to play an instrument. I did all of this not only because I loved it, but because I wanted to put myself out there. I wanted to feel like a normal kid, and looking back, I realized how important all of that was and how it's still paying off. I made friends I never thought I'd have, and connections that will live far longer than my time here at MHS. I was given the support necessary for me to succeed, and I learned how to self-advocate. I can say confidently that without this opportunity to come here, I wouldn't have a bright future ahead of me like I do now. The odds of me crashing and burning were greatly diminished because of this school and the staff who worked here.
I began my 4 years anxious and afraid of my teachers, my peers, and just about every other person in the building. As I gained my footing, I started to realize that my teachers weren't out to get me. Instead, they only wanted me to succeed. In order to do so, I, much like Ian, had to learn how to advocate for myself, which meant actually talking to those teachers and students I had been so afraid of. By speaking up, I was able to utilize many of the tools Melrose High School puts in place for students like me who want to learn and succeed but need support to do so. My teachers pushed me to get involved in clubs and attend meetings, which gave me the ability to get out into the community where I faced my fears about public speaking and my classmates head on. I gained a sense of who I was as a person and how I could push my fellow students to discover who they were as well. With the tools available to me at MHS, I forged my own path, always being encouraged to explore new and individual learning opportunities. Attending Melrose High School allowed me to gain leadership skills, take part in incredible learning experiences, and make meaningful friendships that I will carry with me as I head off to college.
I am often reminded by my parents that it is a miracle that I am where I am today. They tell me that they learned the pandas just in time, and had they not, I likely wouldn't be here. When I first heard this, it hurt, but it gave me a much deeper and more intense appreciation for life. It is because of the educators at MHS, particularly the special educators, that a kid who was unable to read in middle school got an academic scholarship to Massachusetts Maritime Academy, where I will further my education. Because of the coaches and my teammates that I played football there, that supported me all 4 years, that I played football there as well. The special educators, my coaches, and my teammates all played a pivotal role in my success, and I'm indebted to them because of that. I am now healthy enough that I can tell my story. and understand where I came from in a more in-depth way. I'm lucky to have been able to do my senior internship at one of the therapeutic day schools I attended. I was one of the student liaisons for the CPAC board, and I was a member of the Melrose Youth Subcommittee at City Hall. I will forever be grateful for the chance to rejoin my community and attend Melrose High. My experiences here and the people I have met have shaped who I am and have given me the confidence to take on the next challenge.
Much like Ian, Melrose High School has allowed me to follow my own path. As a graduating senior, I pride myself on being an active community member, something I never thought I would get to say. Experiences I have had at Melrose High School allowed me to learn not only with my peers, but from them. I've gotten to work at our local art studio, building relationships with kids across all 5 elementary schools, sit in as a representative on the school committee, and most recently complete my senior internship at City Hall. I'll be spending my next 4 years at college across the country in California. I would not have done any of these things if I had not met my anxieties head on, and that is the one thing I want to leave you with. It is okay to be afraid of challenges, as long as that doesn't stop you from working through them.
For the longest time, I never knew how to communicate my experiences to others. It took putting myself out there once, making an unexpected connection with a peer, and finding support I didn't know existed to get me on the stage today. So to all of our friends in the audience, whatever your next step is, I encourage you to stay open to new experiences and people. Be mindful of differences. Be tolerant. You don't know the challenges others are facing or who you might connect with if you open yourself up and you don't know the challenges you are facing or who you might connect with if you open yourself up and meet new people and share your story.
To the family members here today, thank you for advocating for us, for supporting us behind the scenes, and for accepting us for who we are, even when others don't. To the staff and administration in Melrose and at MHS, you created an environment where both Ian and I, as well as many of our classmates, were able to grow as individuals in our own ways. For us, as 2 students who started high school isolated and anxious in different ways, to be up here giving the graduation speech in front of hundreds of people is a success that is a direct result of the community of Melrose, and we are grateful to all of you.
Keep each other well.
Thank you, Ian and Olivia. All right, everybody. The part you've been looking forward to, and also the part that lasts forever, the Diplomas!
We'd like to ask our amazing academic advisors, Ms. Juliet and Ms. Lowell, to come up to the stage.
Hi everyone. As much as I'm thrilled to be here with all of you tonight, right now I'm gonna talk to the class of 23. Hey y'all. It has been our absolute pleasure to be your class advisors. We're really proud of you. It's been an unforgettable graduation for an unforgettable class. You're really, really special for what you do.
Ms. Gillette said that piece because otherwise I would have cried. It is now our distinct honor to get to introduce the 2 readers of the names for the diplomas today, Rania Abidi and Sabrina Shu. We are so grateful for the 2 of them for putting in an immense amount of time and effort in preparing for today, because otherwise we would have had to do that. So thank you. And without any further ado, pass it up to them.
Ella Elizabeth Arens. Mercera Elizabeth Finger. Olivia Rodolico Frakt. Ian Garrett Gauch.
Damien Chev Ann. Derek Stephen Aquino. Tyler Jason Audette. Shania Catalina Batiz Dockery. Ina Emily Baba. Annie Coyle Bailey. Jillian Finn Bakey. Catherine Mary Barker. Sophia Barletta. Joseph Michael Beschel. Gio Lent Begord. Jake William Bird. Lucy O'Baron Blase. Adonis Josiah Boyce. Delaney Darrell Boyd. Ella Green. Madeline Michelle Brodeur. Noah Michael Brown. Gabriel Alexi Buffon. Grace Elizabeth Burke. Arthur Dumont. Colin James Duplessis. Daniel J. Dussault. Rose Christine Egan. Ren English. Miranda Grace Fowler. Ziying Feng. Isabella Margaret Fay. Alona Willeen Fields. Stephen Thomas Fogarty. Kara Deneen Boucher. Luke Wilfred Folk. Nicholas Calaman Courier. Sophia Elizabeth Galusi. Robert Brent Geary. Chloe Joy Gentili. Emily Christine Giovanardi. Joshua Jinglong Goldberg. Olivia Joan Goodwin. Jaden Andrew Wayne Grant. Solange Guerrero Baez. Kyle Peter Christian Eric Jaskinix. Atia Grace Calares. Ian Robert Camosa. Lucas Eli Cady. Michael Paul Kelly. Luke Francis Kennewell. Hope Alana Cohen. Jack Xavier Kiernan. Sam Lassine King. Joshua Charles Korzanowski. Sophia Louise Krantz. Charlie Thomas Kragowski. Aurora Kearney. Aisha Terry Lakacha. Elizabeth Lapierre. Zachary Otis Lada Juliana. Jack Eugene Lavery. Rachel Marie Lebrun. Spencer William Lewis. Noelle Denise LaRue. Isaac Lee. Grace Lucia Lasitra Peavy. Jonathan Lynn. Cameron James Libby. Megan Rosemary Marr.
Yeah, I think he's good.
Nolan Mark Mayani. Mario Peter Marchio. Nicholas Allen Marciano. Damian Luca Markovich. Kate Shay McAndrew. Lady Foley McCarthy. Violet Nicole McCarthy. Deirdre Mary McDonald. Amy Catherine Rose McGovern. Camden Thomas McIntyre. Natalie Catherine McLaughlin. Alexander Joseph McLaughlin. Ava Rose McSorley. Carl Henry Bedard. Magdalena Claudia Machichi. Ella Elizabeth Sophia Elizabeth Pitcher. Harry Robert Pollard. Toby Leon Port. Matthew Scott Powers. Siddharth Praveen. Megan Grace Radzik. Maria Sawyer Ramsey. Liliana Dawn Ravens. Dylan Marie Regan. Ava Louise Rhinelander. Ethan Elijah Ridgewell. Ruby Dawson Rosno. Matthew Gabriel Ruel. Catherine Rose Sampson. Mariana DiCastro Santana. Madison Miranda Santos. Shaveen S. Islam. Duat Hamey. Victoria Catherine Eversole Sherrick. Kian Mark Sheehan. Anna Elizabeth Shoemaker. Cassandra Kugule Sleeper. Jennifer Flora Smith Martinez. Abigail Rosmond Smith. Jordan Paul Smith. Sophia Eleanor Smith. Taylor Margaret Smith. Gilbert Alessandro Sofa. Jomana Mohammed Solomon.
side to the courtyard. Grad night is still on. Just check Instagram and your email for any updates. I'm going to pass it back to our MCs.
that are there to help you. And if it means coming back home, coming back to Melrose, and succeed by themselves. So please embrace your gifts and your vulnerabilities and share them with the world. And with that, I need you all to stand up.